What's going on, winners? It's your boy Boso 2.0. And today we're going to talk about a few things when it comes to getting or squeezing as much money out of every single customer that you can and every single customer that you work with. I'm gonna do a little different today. First of all, I'm sitting down because my leg is killing me from the gym. But besides that, man, let's just get started. Right before we do that, man, let's first follow me on my social media platforms at Carlos J Henry winswithaz.com. You can also subscribe to my newsletter and purchase a copy of Winners Win book while you are there. And you can also submit an application in order to be interviewed on my podcast, or you could try to see how you can work with me and some of these topics that I'm talking about so far in the month of April. Now, here goes a few things. Like I said, we're talking about them, right? So first step is qualify your subscribers. It's to see who's willing to subscribe with you. Now, I was just listening to one of my courses for no BS marketing that with or magnetic marketing that I did with Dan Kennedy, and in that program, he was talking about the idea of finding your market. Really finding your market, not wasting your time trying to reach out to people that you know is not your ideal client or your ideal market, right? And instead of doing it, now you can do it that way, but it will take you longer and longer and longer in order to do it. And it works out better when you can start putting money into your ads by actually knowing specifically who the type of person is that you're working with. So first, qualify your subscriber. How can you qualify your subscriber? We can do it two things, right? You can doing it by offering them some type of free service or anything that's less than $7 in value. A lot of times for people before they subscribe to the newsletter, I always offer them a free newsletter. Hey, read my newsletter. Let me know what you think. Is this something you want to subscribe to? It's only $10 a month. Just trying to see if they're a subscriber, right? By first handing them a free type of content. Do you have free content that you can give them? Do you have that lead magnet that's going to qualify them to see if they're subscribers, see if they're even anybody worth working with, right? The second one is to identify hyperactive buyers. Now, this is you're at the end of the day, you're trying to do one thing, right? I talked about it before, make more money. So when you're doing this, you're trying to see who's willing to spend more of that with you, who's willing to spend more money with you. They may, after they subscribe to your stuff, they may say, hey, I want to purchase a product or service from this guy, or, but you have to be able to offer them that, right? I think a lot of my time spent last year on during my journey was a lot of time of me just really just giving out free value because I had no sense of direction or any type of products or services in order to offer anybody. Something I talk about in one of my newsletters is the idea of having at least 10 items that you have published, 10 types of products or services, and then give it out to 5,000 people. And when you do that, it will help establish you as an authority in your subject. So definitely see who's the hyperactive buyer, have a product or service in order to offer them, and then with that product or service you can qualify them as hyperactive buyers or not. Next is to age and ascend relationships, right? Which is all about seeing what they are willing to spend with you by bumping the order up. Now, like I said, a lot of times, and this is a concept I teach all of my sales representatives, to try to pitch every single thing, every single customer, every single time, right? Really try to ask them discovery questions, see where you can fit it in, and see how you can still pitch, maybe protection, pitch some other stuff, pitch, entertainment, pitch another device or stuff like that, right? So it's the idea of trying to keep bumping up the order to see what you can get from them, right? They may say okay because it's only an extra $5, extra $35, extra $50. You just keep bumping order and see how far you can get them down the funnel. So that is really, really important, really, really important, because it's going to help you squeeze out as much as you can on every single lead. Right now, like me personally, like I said, I don't work with lead generation, so I'm not here to get leads for you, but I do help with squeezing all of the money out of every single customer that you have every single time and having them referring you because they just love working with you so much. So definitely agents send a relationship by seeing what they are willing to spend with you. And the last thing is to change your selling environment. If I'm through Messenger, right, and is a great case of this just now, right? I was talking to someone I was trying to sell my Winners Win newsletter to. If it's less than $3,000, it's okay to just do it or via text message or via over the phone or whatever, right? You don't have to literally get on a whole conference call. Now, it may be more appropriate for high income or high ticket, I should say, for high ticket sales, so 3,000 or more, to get over a Zoom call to see if they really qualify for whatever it is that you're trying to get them for. Um, that's more appropriate. That's definitely more appropriate. Um, Definitely, like I said, switch over to Zoom phone for any type of high ticket sales that's over 3K. I know personally, I'm meeting with a potential client sometime this week in person, rather than via that, over the phone or via text, because there may be a product or service, a done for you service or DFY that I can actually do for them. So that is definitely important. So these are 4 different ways in order to get those customers actually purchase from you. And another way, like I said, of squeezing all you can out of every single customer every single time. That's really all I have for you guys today. Like I said, follow me on all my social media platforms at Carlos J. Henry, winswithz.com. You can also go on there and subscribe to my Winners Win newsletter, a cheap newsletter that teaches you how to achieve your personal professional goals in a quarter of the time. It's for that beginning entrepreneur, or for that beginning entrepreneur, honestly. Then I also have, you can get on my podcast, and even if you aren't a beginning entrepreneur, you've been in the game sometime, you want to drop some gems, any entrepreneur is happy to do on there. Or you can get the Winners Win starting guide book that actually is for beginning entrepreneurs as well, or just people who want to grow in their professional life, right? Because that's what I say, personal and professional, because I help people grow in their career through the newsletter and the book. And then if you need any done for you services, that will be up eventually. That's all I have for you guys today, man. Keep killing the day. Winners win, losers lose, and you pray for success like this. 2.0 out.